What's up guys? On today's video, me and Tyler are going to be installing a new mod for Sophie. As you guys know, I already have status racing bucket seats, and today we're going to be adding matching harnesses. I went with their black because I think it's really clean, it's really subtle, it looks good. I'm excited to see what they look like in the car, and soon I'll be getting a matching steering wheel, but for now we're going to load these bad boys in and see what they look like. Just to give you guys a little idea, I just thread this through the hole and it should look something like this when we're all done. I'm excited to finally feel like a real race car driver with my harnesses. Let's do this. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is grab Baby Yoda, kiss Baby Yoda for good luck. And the second thing we're gonna do is, this is gonna depend on your car, so you may either have to remove your seats entirely, but I think in our case, we'll be okay just removing the center console. This whole piece comes out, there's just a couple screws in here, and then it literally, this whole, look, it's already like halfway out, it's not even bolted in. That's probably my fault. So essentially, we're just replacing the OEM bolt for the seatbelt with this piece, and we're gonna attach this one like so. And then the harness will thread through here and across. It'll be like the lap belt for the harness. So it should be pretty easy. That is gonna be the first step in putting the harnesses in. Who needs to bolt this in? It doesn't go anywhere. So yeah, that was super easy. Take this
That was fast.
Take this piece out like so, and the Evo, it's all one piece, super easy. There should be a bolt right in the middle of here, so that's how you take it out, or on the sides. To be honest, I'm not sure. Now what we're gonna be doing is taking off the OEM bolt into the seatbelt and replacing it with these, like I said, and shouldn't be too difficult. Ready? You gotta use your muscles.
Need a little help?
No. I'm not strong enough. And now we take this off. And it's out. So now we're just gonna plug this piece in to replace this OEM bolt.
Meanwhile. Now, this is where handy dandy screwdriver comes in. This is my broad screwdriver, but it's there.
I have one.
And I'm here.
Okay, so we tried screwing in the seatbelt with the eyelet facing the seat, but the problem with that is when we slide the seat back, it actually hits the eyelet and doesn't let the seat go back as far as it should. So what we're gonna try and do now is flip the eyelet around and have the eyelet facing the center console. The center console is a little bit like durable, or
Flexible?
the center console is a little bit flexible, so it should be okay. It should be able to like kind of push into it a little bit. We're gonna see if that actually works. If not, we will have to try something else.
So what's your strategy right now to tighten this bolt?
Righty tighty, lefty loosey, stick a screwdriver in, and don't snap your fingers off. That's my solution. I don't know if it's working.
Baby Yoda, you're supposed to provide us with good luck.
Oh, that's just me.
Oh.
It fits!
It fits!
It fits!
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very, very tight fit, right?
I've seen tighter. And then there's people like me who never do anything right. And righty-tighty, lefty-loosey will always be a very difficult concept.
I'm gonna break your heart right now.
What?
I didn't have the microphone on from when you came back to go pee. I know. R.I.P.
Okay, so Tyler didn't have the mic turned on for like the last 2 minutes. I was doing all my hard work and making funny jokes. So I'm gonna run you through really fast what just happened. I managed to somehow get the tool caught in between the thing I was unscrewing and the e-brake. Got really, really stuck. I had to basically retighten it and then untighten it with my hand and not a tool. And then I said really cutely, I'm using my little hands. Old-fashioned way with my little hands. And that's pretty much what you guys missed. And now I'm... Oh, but I got so deep too. You missed all that?
Unfortunately, I'm sorry. You guys missed the little hands.
I could tell you guys about how deep I got too. I got really deep. I was saying it's okay to make mistakes. This is a good time to make mistakes. It's a good time to learn from your mistakes. I said I did this side so good, I'm gonna do this side so good, and I'm gonna learn from my mistakes, and I'm gonna document my mistakes so you guys can learn from my mistakes. And I think that's pretty much all I said. And just like that, we're almost done.
Seatbelt number 2 is in.
And that, my friends, is called an accomplishment. In order to keep your stock seatbelts and run a harness, basically you're replacing this bolt with an eyelet that also attaches to this piece. And essentially it allows you to still have, obviously keep the stock seatbelt there, but also attach this piece, which then your harness slips through. So it's really a good option. I am a huge fan of seatbelts. I think they're like the #1 safest option. I do think harnesses have that extra security blanket, you know, it's like nice and tight, it feels cool, whatever, but like I think I'm a big fan of keeping the stock seatbelts as well. So this replacing it with the eyelet lets you do both. So
alright, you're going in, the sound is on, don't worry.
thank God. I'm just kidding. Alright, so now we're gonna take this piece with the little thingamabob, we're gonna slide it through the actual hole in the seat. Bam, like that, and just latch it on to the eyelet that we installed. And essentially this big chunky metal piece will be on the outside of the seat, which is better, and then the part to tighten it will be right on the inside. So we got half of the lap piece installed. We installed the center lap belts on the inner side, so now we're gonna do basically the eyelets and the lap belts on the outer sides, and then we'll get to the straps that go in through the seat and over the harness bar. So this is the OEM bolt that holds the seat belt down. We are basically replacing that with another eyelet. So feed it through, screw it in. Now we're gonna install the second lap piece on this side. Basically just feed it through the seat hole. That's what I'm gonna call it. And this is so simple. It literally is just gonna latch on to the eyelet that we just installed, and freaking voila, we have a seatbelt. We have half a seatbelt.
Yeah, clip it in there.
Yeah, that is the sound. You hear that? That's the sound of success. Since we have the inside pieces done, we can put the center console back in just to have less pieces laying around. Okay, looks good.
Perfect. It's
So
OEM.
this might not fit when you're done installing your harnesses. That's okay. You don't even need this.
Who needed that?
It looks
anyways?
better gutted.
Who needs cup holders, right?
It's probably the thing I use the most in this car. And welcome to Maddie's car tutorials. This is how you install a center dash once you do harnesses. Good luck, everybody else. Alright, so we had a little issue with the fitment because when you have the eyelets facing this way, it does get a little tight for fitting the center console, and with the seatbelt being there too. So basically what you're gonna need is somebody to go in from the back and make sure like the seatbelts are as straight and upright as possible, and then the other person needs to like wedge it in there. It's like that.
Yeah, let me see that one more time. So what's the
like this is the center console, this is the seatbelt, like upright, squeeze it in there, just like that.
Yeah.
Get it in there. Good luck.
And now you have cup holders for your hand sanitizer. Look at that.
Yay.
Alright, that's all the work for one day.
Yeah, it's called quits. Good. I just really just wanted this sound. You know, like how cool is this?
Some ASMR for you.
Yeah. Race car ASMR. Success.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you hear that? This one doesn't really. This one gives me PTSD because sometimes it don't want to work. It's a great noises. I feel relaxed already.
Perfect.
And now we're back to working.
So the way that this works is you want enough slack, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna come up over the roll bar. It's gonna come up through here, like this. That's where it will be attached to the bar. Come through here, the front part of this clip, if I can pull it through. What you then do is loop it back. This part is sometimes can be difficult. You go through this again. And that, what you do, will lock it in its place, and then we just kind of roll the excess and do it with the zip tie. So we'll pull
Sounds
this.
easy enough.
R.I.P.
We're taking a snack break.
Snack break.
I'm taking a snack break.
Trail mix.
Snack club.
Snack club. If you guys are watching this, hit us up.
I dropped a raisin between my seats. Alright, you guys can learn with me since I'm not 100% sure. Make sure this strap is under your roll bar. You're gonna come back through under this guy. Can you see that?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some action under that. Under that.
Under this, you just gotta wedge it in there, you know, like it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. Then you pull it out. Look at that. Now we got nice, secure little.
Make that kind of snug. You want that to be tight. See how I made this one, and it's close to the bar. You want kind of want that close to the bar too. Yeah.
Like that. Okay.
There you go.
Yes. Okay. And then now we're gonna go thread back through the top one.
Yep.
It's also gonna be tight, so you're gonna wedge your fabric in there. It's okay, it might fight you a little bit, but you know, this is your home. You gotta get through it.
Yeah.
Make a
that's
name
kinda-
for
that's
yourself.
kinda hard.
I got it. We got it. We making progress. Okay, now pull her through. All right. Now we're gonna do it one more time. Under this.
No, not under.
Oh,
Over.
over this.
Oh no, over and
This
into
one?
this one. Yeah.
Now we're gonna go back over this one, the first one, over and under, and now it's really tight, so you're really gonna have to work your fingers into this hole. My goodness, this is so tight.
Yeah. I kind of pulled it sideways, and then you gotta pull it through.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So that's a good tip. Maybe maneuver it in sideways first, and then wedge your way in.
Just pull it. It'll go through.
There we go, we're in business.
Rubber band. Here you go.
Alright, so now we're just going to roll it up so the excess isn't flopping around, smacking you in the face.
Smack you in the face.
Unless you're into that kind of thing, then by all means, leave it flapping. If you have zip ties, that'll probably work better. Just zip tie through the hole and secure it down. Otherwise, for now, this is gonna work until I get a zip tie. Jam!
Very graceful.
I practice. Plug it in.
Double up.
For the sake of the noise. Alright.
Safety.
Double safe. Oh, an Eva! I feel secure. I feel really safe. I
Well,
feel like...
I would feel safe in 2 seatbelts too.
So we put the harnesses with the seatbelt because the seatbelt was making the dinging noise because we forgot to either... I think there's like a couple options. One, you could just buy the adapter piece that plugs in without an actual like belt, or just disable the sensor so it doesn't ding when it's not plugged in. So we just got done installing the Status Racing harnesses. They feel really good, they look really good, and now we're putting them to the test by doing a couple little pulls to see how they keep us in place. Strategically finding a good place to do these pulls since I live in LA. Sorry, I don't want to scare you.
I'm a little afraid. This is a little scary. Okay, I don't know if we're both in there for you, but give me like it's a lot more brutal than I expected. That was fast.
I think it's safe to say I'm pretty in love with these harnesses. I'm really happy I went go with the gray and black. I customized my own seats on Status's website. It took me about 2 weeks to actually decide what color scheme I wanted to go with. You could do leather, suede, diamond stitching, whatever you want. If you guys are interested in getting your own Status racing gear, whether it be seats, harnesses, steering wheels, DM me if you guys want a code to save a little bit of money. It's totally worth it. I'm so happy with my switch to Status racing. All in all, I'd say it was definitely one of the easier things I've ever installed on my car. Probably like a 2 out of 10. You don't need any complicated tools, and I think it gives your car a nice, like, new touch to it, you know? Like, it's nothing crazy, but it's something you immediately notice. You get in the car, you're putting on your harnesses, you're gonna notice it every time you get in your car. So I'm super happy with it, and I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.